The headlines. Chief Minister N. Biren condemns concealment of various beneficial schemes, says will not be spared if repeated in future. Minister T.H. Biswajit launches Handloom and Handicrafts Development Scheme. And 5,000 metric ton godown will be constructed in Tamenglong district, says CAF and PD Minister Karam Shyam. Good evening and welcome to ISTV English News. Now the news in detail. Various government schemes meant for providing benefits to the people have been found concealed from the public knowledge. Chief Minister N. Biren condemned the act and warned those responsible not to repeat such act or else they will not be spared. He was speaking at the 100 Days Report presentation function of the Department of Labour and Employment. As part of the report presentation function, the Chief Minister not only distributed smart cards for labourers but also distributed 50 bicycles, 120 sewing machines and 200 school bags to the beneficiaries. Deputy Chief Minister Y. Joykumar, Minister of Labour and Employment T.H. Radheshyam also attended the function. Addressing the gathering, Deputy Chief Minister Y. Joykumar said the government has been making efforts to improve the status of labourers to a higher level. He appealed to the labourers to do away from the habit of ignoring their duties for getting their wages. On the other hand, Chief Minister N. Biren further said the government aims at improving the condition of the helpless people facing financial hardship and bringing them at par with the rest of the people. He said the smart cards distributed today will benefit the labourers in many ways. The benefits include assistance during medical treatment, children's education and pension after 60 years of age. Many such beneficial schemes introduced by the centre have been kept concealed from the people all these days. The BJP-led government will not bear such act of some vested interest at all. The government will not spare any of those who are responsible for making the people suffer by depriving them of their rightful benefits and disregarding them. The government's top priority is to protect the people and resolve the issues and difficulties faced by them. Speaking on the occasion, Minister T.H. Radheshyam expressed his happiness that the government has been able to help the people in various ways, including resolving several state issues in such less time. He appealed to the people to grab the benefits made available to them through various schemes. He praised the officials of the department whose hard work has made it possible to distribute about 6,500 smart cards to labourers instead of the initial target of 6,000. The department will take up various other steps for the betterment of the labourers and the people as a whole, Minister T.H. Radheshyam assured. Later, after distributing the smart cards, bicycles, sewing machines and school bags, the Chief Minister also inaugurated 2 ambulances for Thoubal and Bishnupur districts. Commerce and Industries Minister T.H. Biswajit has launched Handloom and Handicraft Development Scheme and distributed solar home lighting systems to the selected weavers today. The program was organized jointly by Department of Textiles, Commerce and Industries and Directorate of Handloom and Textiles at the auditorium of Manipur State Film Development Society, Palace Compound. Chairman of Manipur Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation, S. Rajan, Parliamentary Secretary, Thokchom Satyaberta, Parliamentary Secretary, and Indrajit, Principal Secretary of Commerce and Industries, L. Lakher, attended the inaugural function. 7,078 selected weavers were provided solar home lighting systems. Addressing the gathering, Minister Biswajit said, as part of the 100 days program taken up by the present government, the scheme is being launched with the objective to provide employment and improve the financial condition of the state.
State ama chakulan ba habase ngasi khuina irom dam chakulan dana kanara la ga chakulan duino atopa mi ki foreign countries gi natraga atopa India ki mainland gi la ka da koi Manipur state so much of the fund piram bayai ado so much of the knowledge natraga suggestion natraga so many apun technology piram bayai adu bu masigi ek to budur bi state kana no akoi ngasi le mi deri ba koi ne ba adu akoi ngasi ek to da Oik tau dina leram basina akoi Manipur se atu ki matik kyam chotha or ge habasi ngasi akoi reaction phangba hor bane.
Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution Minister Karam Shyam has said that the centre has ensured and allotted funds to construct a godown with a capacity of 5,000 metric tons in Tamenglong district. He said this during the inauguration of 2 girls' hostel under the sponsorship of Ministry of Minority Affairs at Tamenglong district headquarters yesterday, which is also one of the important projects of 100 days work review under the Chief Minister in Biren. The 2 hostels are Christian English Higher Secondary and ITI Complex Gaidong of Ward Number 4. MLA of Tamenglong Samuel Jendai, DC Armstrong Pamay and top officials of various departments of the district attended the inaugural function. In his speech, MLA Samuel Jendai said there is a huge difference in development between Tamenglong district headquarters and other district headquarters, since Tamenglong was completely cut off from any developmental work for the past 15 years. The new BJP-led government will take up progressive required works so that the public will no longer suffer inconveniences and urge the residents of the district to give their full support. Addressing the gathering, Minister Karam Shyam said that there will be double work progress in the hills if there is any developmental work taken up in the valley in order to bring about all-round development in the state. Since Manipur is occupied by 90% of hills, and if the hills are not developed, the state cannot be developed, he added. The minister also said that the required funds have been sanctioned for the construction of 5,000 capacity metric tons godown for storing rice for the district headquarters. The society will progress if leaders who represent the people serve the public with transparency and with pure heart, he added. He also appealed to the hill citizens to give full support in government's developmental works. There will be peace and harmony in the state only if there is equal development in the hills and valley, Minister Karam Shyam added.
Kingdom Kairi geographically Kai, we learn the structures. I would immediately Kai would not hear. And the side, again, is this reward like that. I learned to Tati Marisi Manuna, I say that the only children of Marina and highway. I show us a more Potana, Mongol, group me, I kind of generate there.
Khetri Mayum Bhavananda has been sworn in as Rajya Sabha MP in the chamber of RS Chairman Hamid Ansari yesterday. Mention may be made that he has been nominated from Manipur as Rajya Sabha member. He took the oath to follow the Indian Constitution and to safeguard the integrity of the country. Union Finance Minister Arun Zetli and ministers attended the swearing-in ceremony. KSH Bhavananda took the oath in Manipuri language.
I K. Bhavananda Singh Rajya Sabha ki sadasya oina Kanbiraglaba Maramna Ain Isur Pandan Wasakcheri Madudi Ain Linkraba Bharat ke Sangvidhanbu Ain Aseng Bathazaba Amadi Rajbhakti Uchagani Bharat ki Ningtamba Amadi Amatta Oiba Saktambu aina yokut jagani amade aina paket kadori ithong dang da pukchel sengna pangthok jagani.
Parliamentary Secretary Home L. Susindro today inaugurated the building of Awang Longa Koireng High School in Saikul Subdivision. The building was constructed under the RMSA Deputy Secretary of Education as L. Nandakumar and Internal Audit Officer of Education as Ronghaingam Saka attended the inaugural function. Addressing the gathering, L. Susindro said the present government has been urging the central government for a special package to develop infrastructure in the hill districts. He further said there are insufficient quarters for government employees in the hills. The government is trying to give 2 rooms with attached kitchen quarter to the employees soon, he added. North-East Forum for International Solidarity NAFIS Manipur Unit in coordination with Manipur University Students Union MUSU today held a huge protest demonstration against the continued presence of Assam Rifles camp in the campus of Manipur University. Raising demands of demilitarization and restoration of academic space, NAFIS submitted a memorandum to Chief Minister's office. Speaking to media persons, a representative of NAFIS said Assam Rifles has been stationed in Manipur University for the past 30 years with the permission of state government, and this has continuously perpetuated an environment of fear among students. He further said the university campuses are spaces for academic purposes and no place to station Assam Rifles. The forum will continue its agitation until and unless the Assam Rifles camp is shifted from the campus, he warned. The 33 kV power substation at Kongba will be shut down from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. tomorrow on account of repairing of power lines from Sangaipa to Jenims and Usoi Pokpi. Therefore, consumers will not get power supply in the areas covered by the substation. It is informed by Manager of Transmission Subdivision Number 1. Residents of around 40 villages in Konghong area under Saikul subdivision have been in immense hardship due to collapse of some portion of the Saparmaina Saikul bridge because of the recent heavy rainfall. The bridge built under Gundung River is a lifeline which connects the area and the district headquarters. The condition of the river bank has deteriorated due to the recent flood. A team of representatives of United Welfare Committee, Kangpokpe, inspected the condition of the bridge. Speaking to media persons, the team drew the attention of the state government to repair the bridge at the earliest, considering the difficulties faced by the people in the area. Chairman of the committee, Nethang Kipgant, has drawn the attention of the BJP-led government to repair the bridge at the earliest.
Uramodre na chalubukan na thungse subya yaramdre musi yarbadi ekhoge sarkar se action su thubani na thungse asu maina sokchin gine bje khoi thajaram da ba hujik ji amthi na so me masi government da masi asu makhe thungse sokre bage khoina report to boy na masi se ISTV thung da khoi ngang jabani.
3 persons were injured in a road mishap that happened at around 10 in the morning near Nambol, Maibam, Chingmang, where 3 vehicles collided one another today. The injured persons were taken immediately to Nambol Hospital and later taken to Imphal for further treatment. Nambol police have registered a case in connection with the incident. The 3 vehicles involved in the unfortunate accident were 1 Bolero, 1 Tata Venture and a Tata Tipper. The 3 injured persons came in the Tata Venture vehicle. The incident of killing of women has been increasing recently in the state. In yet another unfortunate incident, a woman has been shot death by her husband at around 11:30 last night at Kwokta Kuman Thongkong Ward number 8 under Moirang Police Station in Bisnupur district. The deceased woman has been identified as Shamila Bibi, aged 36, daughter of Jamal Uddin. The accused husband's name is Muhammad Safi, aged 45, son of late Atul Babu from Sangayum from Cherapur, Thoubal district. Speaking to media persons, father of late Sharmila Bibi, Muhammad Jamaluddin, said the couple has a 13-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son. His son-in-law, Safi, is presently attached to 8 Manipur rifles. His daughter was staying at her maternal home along with her children. His son-in-law has been living with his first wife at Sangai Yumpham.
Adagi kolom thilamba adi thang thilamba mabukta du main tawru doctor da laing kana ka ka to ai manin phong je de mi mamang dei kai kana ma yamong cha da thabuk to ai mang da sima la umangai ne la umangai ne la dum tawe lo le ado ma ga machine da pong lon jer mi masa ni le mi ka si to ro da ni wa kan do kan do ko ne wa ai le di ma khan de adum kan to we ai le ta ba yang ga ma tan ja yang ga chang.
The 9-year-old son, Kurban of late Sharmila Bibi, said his father broke the wall and entered the room where they were sleeping last night and shot his mother. A team of forensic science and police have picked up the dead body for further medical legal procedure. Renowned political leader Okram Joy has appealed to the Chief Justice of High Court, Manipur, to recruit candidates only from Manipur for the post of judicial officers of the state. The High Court made advertisements on 21st August 2015 and on 4th August 2016 for the post of 1 judicial officer, including 4 other posts. Altogether, 46 candidates had applied for the post, out of which 12 candidates appeared from outside Manipur. Okram Joy has further requested the concerned to take initiatives in modifying the present Manipur Judicial Service Rule 2005 so that recruitment should be done only from the candidates of Manipur. IFCD Minister Letpao Haokip today inaugurated Bonjoy Kuki Primary School and Khodamphai Primary School that were newly constructed under Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan SSA. MLA of Tengnopal constituency D. Korungthang, Finance Controller of SSA State Mission Authority W. Sato also attended the inaugural function. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Korungthang said, "There is no future without education. A person starts thinking about indulging in illegal activities if he or she lacks education. Such person fails to realize what he should do for the betterment of the society. Education is the only weapon for developing a society," the minister suggested. A one-day block-level workshop on RT Act, JJ Act and POCSO Act for social workers and Anganwadi workers was held at the training hall of APSW at Chingamakha, Chanampukri, Mapal. The workshop was organized jointly by National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, Manipur Commission for Protection of Child Rights and Manipur State Legal Services Authority. Member Secretary of Manipur State Legal Services Authority, R.K. Memcha, Chairperson of Manipur Commission for Protection of Child Rights, S. Sharad Kumar, Chairperson of Child Welfare Committee, Imphal West, Thiam Raj Kishore, and Chairperson of Child Welfare Committee, Thoubal, K.H. Jitendra, attended as the main guest. In his speech, Chairperson of the Commission for Protection of Child Rights, S. Sharad Kumar, said, "A minor cannot be arrested by police and detained either in police custody or judicial custody, even though he or she committed a crime. They should be kept at the government's observation center after producing them before the Board of Juvenile Justice and should be given counseling."
aduna hojik district kuting je khoi chat pat thung bal loire hojik ti moin haire lekai lekai de chatlo maram de noina district level la work to budagi lekai de leiba mi sing sina hena maru oire thoi ba gotona ji lekai lekai thoi aduna de lekai lekai de leiba se group jalaga tawro haibagi pandam du dai khoi district kuting gi village kuting gi chatpa hogjare.
Two-day national workshop on integrated water resources management strategies and challenges in the northeast India has begun at DM College of Science, Imphal. Department of Environmental Science, DM College and CLNA for Water Management jointly organized the workshop. Retired Principal of DM College of Science, G. Tomba Sharma, Principal P. Randhir and Head of Environmental Science, Manibhushan were the main guest. Organizing Secretary of the workshop, L. Sanjoy Maitai, said people have been facing lots of inconveniences due to lack of water resources management. He further said even in drizzling there is flood and drought-like situation in the state when there is no rain. The main objective of the workshop is to find out a policy on water management to conserve water with the use of GPS technique.
Adopa resource person mayam langbire eraga nasigi program sing shida training sing shida koi training pi gadaini adu kamai tawna water seminars tawgani adu kamai tawna akhoi gi future gi damukta water scarcity thoktana wa kari tawgadagi haibadu nasigi program sing jida naina gani.
A rural media workshop was held at ICM Lumphel Park with an objective of spreading awareness about the various developmental works taken up by the Government of India. The media workshop was organized by Press Information Bureau, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Imphal. Director of DIPR, Meghachandra Kongbam, Director of All India Radio, Imphal Station, Dilip Mayangbam, Editor of Poknafam Daily, Aribam Robindro, Media and Communication Officer, PIB, Imphal, Premlata Loitam and many other from media fraternity attended a rural media workshop. Those who attended as resource persons spoke about various schemes introduced by the Government of India. Now before we close, the headlines once again. CM N. Biren condemns concealment of various beneficial schemes, says will not be spared if repeated in future. Minister T.H. Biswajit launches Handloom and Handicrafts Development Scheme. And 5,000 metric ton godown will be constructed in Tamenglong district, says CAF and PD Minister Karam Shyam. That's all we have for today. Thank you for watching and have a good night.